Hello, everyone. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. We certainly did. As you can see, I've given the razor blade a holiday. So really good. We have 0 individuals with COVID within the homes, which is plus 74 days where nobody's been infected. Again, this just really says what a fantastic job, brilliant job that our colleagues, the staff teams are actually doing. And the fact that we have quite high infection rates but with our staff colleagues. And in fact, we've got about 30 who are off isolating at the moment, of whom some 20 have confirmed COVID. Others are waiting for tests, which brings me on to a very irritating subject where everything is subject to tests and yet tests are not readily available. And there seems to be a bit of a screw up by whoever it is that organises all of the tests, NHS or whoever it is, but the supply chain is not working. And since everything's based on tests, it's a real problem. So that's not good. We've done 1,800 tests on the look back over the last 7 days, which is getting to be a very significant figure, which again represents the fact that we have so many colleagues off at the moment. We are making the homes work well because we had anticipated this and we had blocked leave, which is just great. So it's working even though we're under stress. And I think, the big issue is going to be that right at the moment we have 3 homes under lockdown. I think most of the homes are going to end up being under lockdown under the current rules, which say if you have 2 people, members of staff, who have COVID, then you have to lock down the home for 14 days. And every time already 2 of the homes which were ready to come out of lockdown actually have gone back into lockdown because we've got more positive tests. It's a problem, and it's particularly a problem because, as usual, learning disabilities is being treated exactly as though it was elder care. Nobody's bothered to make any effort to actually regard us in a separate way, which is incredibly frustrating, but one almost gives up and just says, well, that's the way it is, that there is total incompetence at a certain level with the way that authorities are looking at this, and it's completely needless because they could easily give them some different guidelines, which would make life much easier. Hopefully, the 7 days might come down to 5 days of isolation for people testing positive, as they've done in America, and as they actually need to do here, because thanks to the great unvaccinated, particularly within the NHS and particularly in places like London, where they didn't get vaccinated within the NHS, they're going to run out of staff. And it's going to be the running out of staff that's the problem. And it's the great unvaccinated, the 90% poor people who are actually within the beds, within hospitals with COVID, who are unvaccinated. What does it take to get people to understand you need to get vaccinated? And what's the alternative? If you don't get vaccinated and you get it, you've got a high risk of actually dying from this. So it's just madness, but that's where we stand with these people. But hopefully they might get on top of it. Fantastic news. The health protection team is back from holiday. So we're able to some extent to catch up because they're back from holiday. But of course, it's very difficult to have individual conversations with them because they've obviously got a backlog of stuff to deal with, which poor things, having had a holiday, they've obviously got a backlog. Testing, as we've discussed, is a problem. Our one team has been absolutely unbelievable. Very, very grateful to everybody. Can you imagine? We had 0 absences, both on Christmas Day and on Boxing Day. 0, 0, 0 absences. NHS, everybody else who's struggling, 0 absences. Everybody turned up who was meant to turn up. That's just fantastic commitment. The commitment within our one team, within social care, is fantastic. And what more can one say? So on the basis that we had 0 absences on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and we really hope we're going to have the same on New Year's Day and all of those sort of difficult pinch point moments, I would like to say that I think that 2022, as an optimist, is going to be great because I think hopefully it seems that Omicron is not as serious and actually seems to be displacing Delta or whatever. And it may well be that it's all going to run out of steam, hopefully by Easter. Oh boy, are we all hoping for that. And I'm sure I'm expressing your thoughts. And we're going to be doing some great events in March because we're optimists. So every member of our staff team, every colleague is going to come to a rolling four events, lunch events that we're putting on at the end of March, during the latter part of March. Hopefully we will be clear of restrictions by that time, and it will be possible to do. And likewise, the individuals, we're working up to a great party at the end of March, because we're optimists and we know that we're going to beat this horrible thing. And there's a buzz in the air that says that that's what's happening. There's a buzz in the air that says 2022 is going to be a fantastic year. And on that basis, I really want to wish you Happy New Year, and I hope all your dreams come true in 2022, and look forward to meeting up with a number of you during that period. All the very best.